Cosplay, cosplay, everybody dance. Cosplay, cosplay, it took 3 months to make these pants. Cosplay, cosplay, I just glued my hand to my head. Cosplay, cosplay, someone's touching me. That's weird. Cosplay is awesome. Cosplay is grand. It's better than staying on my lonesome and playing with my hat. Cosplay, cosplay, hip hip hooray. Cosplay, cosplay, I'm totally not gay unless you want me. Alright.
Yeah. I will post the link to that song. So I got my first mention in another video. Yay! Amelia Greatwaters, I love you. I love your videos, and you are completely awesome. And I can't wait for more. Yeah, so now that my brain is awake, yeah, I just wanted to talk about really what I'm going to be cosplaying for this year. Yeah, 1 minute. Ignore me leaving the camera. I'm here, I just cannot be seen. And I'm back. Ta-da! It took me a long time, but this is my Lolita dress that I finished. It's going to be worn with a shawl that I have, and I cannot wait to wear it. I'm going to be curling my hair, probably. I don't know. I'm also going to be wearing a kimono, and that's going to be fun. And I've got the shoes for it over here, which for American-sized feet, not so fun, but I was able to find a pair that are lovely. And again, ignore the fact that I'm not in the camera. Oh, I'm here. I'm back. I know you missed me in my PJs. Yeah, my getta, and they are famous for, well, usually, in certain series, like Bleach, for example, Hat Clocks, Urahara, he wears geta, but he wears a male version, and these are the female versions. Aren't they pretty? I chose this color basically because it works with a lot of the stuff I wear. I usually try to go for neutrals. Oh. I also bought a new bento set because my old one got ruined by my sister, who decided to put lacquer wood inside the washing machine. I'm angry. Yeah, but that's okay. Yeah, so I really want to talk about different cosplay ideas that I have used and I know work really well. Kikyo from Inuyasha works really well for a plus-sized figure because of the style of it. And Miko in general works really well. The reason why is because just the way that the outfit is put together, the cut of the pant, and how it is a traditional kimono top, it slims the figure and looks flattering without being too flashy. And yeah, so it works really well. But a lot of people have said it's overused. And while it is overused, it can still be used. And you don't have to necessarily be Kikyo. Remember, there's hundreds of Mikos you can choose from. Just pick one. Okay, another thing. Almost any woman in a kimono can be done. Unless their defining feature is that they are incredibly thin, you can wear their kimono and make a kimono similar that will look beautiful. And you can never go wrong with it, honestly. Yeah, Lolita. Now, there's some Lolita that looks fantastic on plus-sized girls, women, whoever. There's some that doesn't. And you need to figure out for yourself what kind of Lolita to stick with for you. For me, I usually stick with classic gothic Lolita, not really in the newer cyber goth kind of stuff, because it's just too much leather, too much vinyl. It's too shiny and it usually doesn't look too good on me, except for a few things. I also will try to go with the wall style, which is a combination between a traditional kimono and gothic Lolita, or regular Lolita. And this style works so well for so many women because you have the elegance of kimono and the top cut of one, and the materials usually of one, but you have that flare skirt that is known for in Lolita. And it really accentuates a woman's figure. Yeah. Long dresses, yes or no? Long dresses in anime are very popular for women who are taller, not so much for women who are shorter. So you really do have to decide, am I tall or am I short? I myself am 5'9", and in heels I can get to be over 6 foot. So, I mean, I usually can pull off longer dresses, but I'm going to want a long dress that flows. Usually I'll choose an empire waist, which looks good on every plus-size woman I've ever seen it on. The only thing you have to be careful of is make sure when they build the empire waist, or you build it, on how you drape it, or how they drape it, because some empire waists can make you look pregnant. And it's true. Yeah, so just remember with long dresses that you have to have height behind it, or you're going to have to wear a taller shoe. Otherwise, it's not going to look right. You're going to usually seem a bit off. Cuts of the dresses. If you're bustier when you're plus-sized, I usually would not go with something that shows your bust too much, unless it's a certain costume that does. I've worn around Giku, and as you know, her bosoms are out. And, you know, that is the only costume I've ever worn that really does that. And the only reason I haven't done that more is because I got such negative response from some people. And those that I did get positive response from were usually men, which, if you're into that, go ahead. But unless you want the only positive response to be from a bunch of men liking seeing tits, I would actually go with something that it can show a bit of cleavage, but not nearly as much. Um, if you have a giant double chin, I have one, and I can't help it. And because I have a double chin, I've learned this really quickly. You don't want to go with something that imitates that, like a scoop. It just draws attention to that. You're going to want to go with a V-neck, or you're going to want to go with something that draws attention somewhere else. Wrap dresses are fantastic. Dresses that do a heart figure. And just look at different cuts and look at how your body's made and decide for yourself what to do. I know I'm being kind of random with everything, but really, the thing about cosplaying is that you honestly have to decide what your body is and decide for yourself what's best for you. Because I can go on and on about what's best for me, but in the end, it's about you. And if you're happy with something, go ahead. For myself, I know what I'm happy with. And if you're going to cosplay, I think that's something you really need to think about, is what would make you happy. Because you're going to be spending a lot of money doing this if you really want to get into cosplay. So, spend the money on something that will make you happy, and not on something that you're just wearing because a girl behind the screen says to. Okay. That's enough of me showing any sort of wisdom. Yeah. As I mentioned in my last video, I'm doing Esther Blanchard, which I can never pronounce her name. And, I'm really looking forward to that. And, the reason I'm doing a Queen Esther look, even though normally I wouldn't, is because of a promise I made to a friend. And so I'm upholding to that. I would like to know if y'all think I should detour from the original dress. Ferrets. I'm thinking about changing the dress from a white to a black. Tell me what you think. Okay. Good night.